Hello everybody, Sam Bowen here with another In Defense of Bad Movies Minisode. This is one of those little teeny tiny episodes where we just talk about the next movie we're going to talk about, and where we do a little bit more. We didn't do it last time, but we are going to do a Themes Like Old Times. We're a few days late again because we have busy lives. Actually, it's less that than I think about doing the podcast like during the day at work, but then when it's evening time and my lovely wife Lauren is here to do it with me. Say hello, Sugar Beet.
Hello, Sugar Beet.
When that happens, I completely forget because I'm having so much time with my lovely wife.
So much time.
Shut up.
Tons of time.
Because I'm having so much fun times with my lovely wife.
It's because I'm a drag. I won't let you record the podcast.
No, I just forget about it in the evening. Well, you do that. You do that as well. Mm-hmm. But without
let's have sex.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, no, Lauren. Ooh. Flush. But before we stop doing the podcast and have sex, we have to talk about the episode that we're going to do in less than 2 weeks.
I love that only our friends listen to this podcast as well. So.
Yeah. And speaking of friends, we are having another guest offender. Our close personal friend, probably the coolest person I know, a young lady by the name of Leah Tansey. She will be, well, I'm afraid I have to take away some of her coolness bona fides by telling you the movie that she is going to defend, which is Zack Snyder's, I can't think, I was going to say Magnum Anus as opposed to Magnum Opus, but that wasn't clever. His bad movie, Sucker Punch.
So you're judging it already.
Oh,
you already have an opinion on it.
I have seen the movie. So, yeah, I'm 100% judging it. I will say this, though, I have the soundtrack.
You do?
But, yeah, I do. We'll get into that in a couple weeks. So, yeah, that'll be what we...
So if you want to hear about that soundtrack, folks, tune in.
I'm pretty sure it'll come up.
Set your radio dials.
Yeah, I was going to start making comments about the movie, but no, I'm not.
Oh,
yeah, that is a new thing. We are on the radio dials now. We are on 94.2 on your FM dial. But there is another thing that we do here, which is, of course, Themes Like Old Times. So let's get straight to it.
No, we're not there yet, huh?
No. And hey, Lauren, welcome to Themes Like Old... I don't know why I'm welcoming you. You're the co-host. Hey, everyone, welcome to Themes Like Old Times. I'm here with my co-host, Lauren.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, so today we're going to be talking about a classic TV show and theme.
Quintessentially classic.
It's one of those ones that, like, when you think about TV shows and TV themes, it very well could pop into your head.
It is on the list of TV shows with TV themes.
It is a classic TV show that is known as I Love Lucy.
Yeah.
I Love Lucy.
Is that your impression of Ricky?
No, that was my impression of that little weird guy who made a TV guide bouquet for Elaine Bennis on Seinfeld. Oh. Says, on this particular Tuesday, you could have watched 5 hours of Lucy. Here's Lucy, the Lucy Show. Oh, no, I messed it up. It's like, here's Lucy. What is it? The Lucy Show. I Love Lucy. Here's Lucy. Anyway, we are not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the CBS show that aired from 1951 to 1957 and has subsequently never stopped running in syndication.
It feels like it's on the show for 20 years, like it ran as long as Simpsons.
It has, and considering it is still in syndication, it's super successful, even though it only ran, 7 seasons? Oh,
Take out a phone break. Take out.
We've had, since we started recording, we've had the crickets have stopped and just now started up again.
Well, it's summer again.
Yeah. We went through the not being in summer to being in summer in just those last few minutes. So, I Love Lucy.
I Love Lucy. I do. I really do.
Now, you watched it growing up.
All of the time. This song is so ingrained because I didn't have a lot going on as a kid, and so every Sunday was, watching whatever is on Channel 13, and it was a massive, amazing reruns of shows that it was weird I was watching, but there were always 4 to 6 I Love Lucy's.
I don't know why I didn't watch I Love Lucy much.
It's such a shame. I know you don't really have the strong connection.
If I was watching the Channel 5 afternoon movie on a Saturday or Sunday or whatever.
And it's such a solid show. It's, despite all the issues with the period and the misogyny and all that, for all the entrapments of its era, it's really progressive, and Lucy is a surprisingly, strong, proto-feminist character. It's such a good show.
She did kind of try to buck the system as much as possible.
Yeah, and, she still kept within ridiculous constraints of all that.
It was still the 50s.
Yeah, she still was just a housewife and complaining to her husband for more allowance, but...
And she always wanted to perform.
Of
She always
course.
wanted to do that.
And it was always so frustrating. He wouldn't let her. She just wants to perform. She's clearly extremely talented.
Was she?
She can't sing. I know she wants to sing, but look at her clowning. Ricky, you're wasting your talent.
Yeah,
in
she was
life.
definitely, obviously, a very big comedic talent. But we are not here to talk about the show itself.
I know.
Let's talk about that theme song.
So lush. Oh my goodness.
Do you want to tell us about it?
I was looking it up. The sheet music for the original show is in the Library of Congress, where I found some of the information we have. So we all know the classic instrumental introduction every show. That was written by the composer Elliot Daniel. It was a personal favorite.
It's easy for you to say.
I know. You're not going to cut that, are you?
No, I don't cut anything.
Damn it! All right, I'm going to take another.
I cut ums and tisks.
I hate that. I'm going to take another run up at it. All right. It was written by composer Elliot Daniel as a personal favor to the producer Jess Oppenheimer. And he wasn't actually credited on it because at the time he was under exclusive contract to Fox. Back in the studio contract days.
Yikes.
Which just sounds terrifying.
Right. The studio owned you for 7 years.
Sign your life away to Metro Golden Mare.
Yeah. Oh, those... Misters Metro Metro Goldwyn and Mayer. Misters, that's right, yeah. Oh, that...
Who solemnly swear they're up to no good.
That Metro was the worst.
And so, you have information on the possibly not everyone knows that there were lyrics to the song.
I'd heard it was, I'd heard that there were lyrics, and then I thought it was one of those things that with Star Trek that somebody had written the lyrics there. No, actually
Terrible lyrics to
yeah,
Star
really
Trek
bad.
song.
We'll do that another time.
We should do that.
We should. What I thought was that in the initial run, there was an animated sequence with the lyrics that for whatever reason in syndication was cut out. Later I found out there was a little animated opening, but that had to do with their sponsor or something. But it was only in season 3 that the lyrics were written when they did it in an episode involving Lucy's birthday.
It was called Lucy's Last Birthday because after that they killed off the character.
And this was in season 3.
He got a new wife.
What did they do the next 4 seasons?
Well, he married someone who was surprisingly like her. He was really into redheads, and she kind of had a similar look. And
was it like a Darren Bewitched thing where Lucille Ball was replaced?
There was a whole other person, but it was just one woman looks the same as any other. So
were they both played by Lucille Ball?
Ironic, yes, they were, but it was understood that they were 2 entirely different people.
That was a really interesting.
They didn't tell
twist.
the child, so the child kept calling the new mom mommy.
He was cute.
He was cute,
little Ricky.
Except I worry about that child.
Desi Liu also did Star Trek, too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. I don't know, I made the connection here a minute ago, but yeah, that is a weird thing. Desi Liu was a huge thing. Oh, crap. If you hear whale-like sounds in the background, my mom is Skyping with my sister.
This is real inside baseball.
Yeah. Okay, so back to the show. So yeah. What more can we say about the theme?
Guys, if you haven't watched I Love Lucy in a while, do it. And the song is just, it's so warm and inviting and upbeat. And as soon as you hear it, you're like, oh man, it's the signal that you are in for something really special.
And then you have that satin kind of heart-shaped thing.
It just all looks like, we're opening a box of candy for you, so just sit back and enjoy it, is what they say.
They do. I agree. So, is that all we have to say about it, really?
I suppose. Anything else you want to say?
Not really.
All right. This is all excellent podcasting. We are giving awards.
This is an award-eligible podcast. So we're gonna watch the opening right now, where it has the heart and it says Lucille Ball billed first, then Desi Arnaz.
Well, yes, of course, it must be.
I love Lucy, even
In
though
quotes.
technically, there's Vivian Vance and William Frawley. Technically, he is within the title, kind of like, I don't want to say first billed, but he is the I in I Love Lucy, so he comes first, even though he's not.
It's a show all about him, but I don't know. Who's more important in the sentence I love Lucy? I or Lucy?
Yeah, the one who gets the name or the person who uses the definitive article.
And then you got William Frawley and Vivian Vance's names right next to each other, and I'm surprised that...
There's that phone again. We should not have recorded the podcast. I'm not going to edit this out either.
Oh, gosh.
This is the least edited podcast there is.
I'm surprised that Ethel and Fred allowed their names to appear next to each other on the screen.
Did they not like
hated
each other?
So much. It's so sad.
And 7 seasons, or 6, or I'm not going to do the math, but like from 51 to 57, that is a long time to be a coworker.
And for as on-screen horrible as the Mertz's marriage was, it still feels like, oh, but you believe that they really deep down love each other. But no. Nope. To know that, like, I feel terrible for those situations when actors just, like, hate their co-workers and, like, oh, we get to see them every day.
I always feel, I remember when I was a kid watching season or series finales, and everyone gets all choked up, and I'm kind of feeling there with them. For a long time, I just loved any sort of series finale, just for that. But now that, like knowing, oh yeah, they're not always like that. Or like, I can't think of the example, but recently I heard about I think it was on, maybe a WTF with Julie Louis-Dreyfus, how she doesn't really keep in touch with the guys. It's like, what? But they're all friends. The Seinfeld guys. Mm-hmm. But they're like, no, they're all friends.
Because it's a big part of my life, and surely it must have been a big part of yours.
Exactly. And they were so sad when they went their separate ways, so much so that you would think that, like, the next day they'd go out and get coffee at Monk's. Or Tom's Diner, as it really was. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
I know. It's because, I'm sure it's because shows are something different, because it is such an emotional experience for us, and we're so invested in their lives that it's rough to think that it's just a job. For these people. And
I know if my work disbanded, there are very few coworkers that I'd be like, yeah, let's hang out. Yeah.
Like Lucy and Desi, when their shows ended, they just got divorced because they're like, no, we don't need to keep this up anymore.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know.
The real world sucks. This is why I love
I'm
TV.
sure they didn't get divorced because the show was over.
Yeah, no. Ugh. I wonder if the show ended because they didn't like each other.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway. So there are lyrics by Harold Adamson. Reading it, though, it's 3 stanzas. The first stanza, I don't know how to put to music. So do you want to just start with the second one? Okay,
yes. Well, should we take a stab at the opener? Make
God.
All right.
This is going to be rough.
There's a certain couple that I... You'll have to do it with me.
Okay.
Well, what if we do 2 lines each?
What if you do the whole thing your way and I'll do it my way?
Okay. All right. There's a certain... Oh, you're not going to do it.
Oh.
At the same time with me?
At the same time?
I thought you were going to do it your way.
Oh, this is going to be a train wreck.
Simultaneously.
Okay. There's a certain couple that I know. They're strictly lovebirds, a pair of turtle dove birds. He's a guy who wants the world to know. So every day you'll hear him say...
We're like those characters on SNL. It's like the Fred Armisen and Kristen Wiig characters where they pretend like they're a musical group, but they haven't played any of their songs. So they have to improvise singing their great catalog of songs together.
Oh, it's like every time I do karaoke and think that I really know a song, and then when I start singing, I'm like, I don't know this song for crap.
Let me fake the heck out of this.
Okay, so now that we did the part that we don't know, let's do the part.
Classic.
Okay.
Beautiful, wonderful, old Hollywood TV.
If that wasn't how... Oh, you were saying... Okay. I was going to say, if that wasn't how the theme song went, it 100% should have. So.
All right.
Okay. I love Lucy and she loves me. We're as happy as two can be. Sometimes we quarrel, but then again, how we love making up again. He's talking about
sex. The Cuban accent.
He's talking about make up sex.
Sex.
Yeah.
In their 2 separate beds. Oh.
They've got to push them together
push
every
together
night.
Once just so they can have the baby and push them back apart. I'm going to keep doing it in Mickey's accent.
Okay.
Lucy kisses like no one can. She's my missus and I'm her man. And life is heaven, you see.
I can't hit those high notes. 'Cause I love Lucy. Yes, I love Lucy. And Lucy loves me.
And then at the end of the scene at her party, he does like a everyone sing, everyone. But the song's about kissing and sexing. Don't tell all your friends to sing along.
I love Lucy and she loves me. Oh yeah, baby. I love she kisses.
Uncle Morty, you are no longer allowed at the birthday parties.
Oh, but I like to kiss Lucy. That hurts.
You're gonna do it with the girls.
Get the girls.
Get the girls. Copacabana girls.
Oh, let's see how many different...
What's this place called? What was Ricky's club called?
Oh,
You wouldn't know, because you barely watched.
Oh, I feel like I should know, though.
Was it Club Havana? The Club Babalu? Cut this part out. This is sad. This is not interesting.
Is it Club Babalu?
No, that can't be right. Babalu is the very famous song.
Babalu!
Babalu!
Playing on his drums. All right, so we sang the song.
Yeah.
Good job.
I love you, Sammy.
I love you, Lauren. And that was Themes Like Old Times. Thanks, Sam and Lauren. So remember to show up in less than 2 weeks to listen to the awesome Leah Tanzi somehow defend Sucker Punch.
Guys, we show up. The least you could do is show up. Am I right?
Who are you talking to?
Our audience. You told them to show up.
Oh, I see. But if they're listening to this, they're probably going to show up.
Good point. Continue, I'm sorry.
I once had a teacher who, she was really upset with the number of people who weren't showing up to class. Mm-hmm. And so one day when attendance was especially low, she lectured us all. We are the ones who were at class.
Don't punish us.
And now she's dead.
Oh, she deserved it.
No, she was awesome.
No, I'm lying.
Okay.
Well, she was lecturing you about showing up for class when your Confederates were not.
She was just frustrated and she called us her little nerds.
Oh, that's adorable.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.